All right, who's here on Samantha Venegas? Hello, where is she?
I don't know, Your Honor. I visited with her in jail. I sent her notice of setting. She apparently got out on bond. I don't know where she is. I probably in the hallway.
All right, just give me 1 second.
I made an announcement, Your Honor, and she is not in the hallway.
All right, this hearing was scheduled at 9 a.m. It is now 9:40 a.m. The court called the docket at 9 a.m. Ms. Venegas did not answer the docket. Deputy Laura, did you make an announcement for Ms. Villegas?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. She is not in the hallway.
All right, defense, have you had contact?
Not recently, Your Honor. But I letters, yes, but because the letters didn't come back.
All right, state.
State's requesting a bond for which reason?
All right, that will be granted in each case. Your client will be remanded without bond. If your client makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Be excused.
All right, why were you late?
I couldn't find my
Ma'am,
house keys.
step out to the front. Oh,
Speak loud so she can hear you.
I couldn't find my house keys, ma'am. I just ended up leaving the house alone.
All right. All right. Probably need to find the keys. All right. Then we'll go back on the record. The court is recalling 2024 CR 008054 and 2024 CR 008052 State versus Samantha Venegas. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Jason Garrett for the state, Your Honor.
Denny Callahan.
All right. And you're Miss Venegas?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The court had entered a bond forfeiture and remain without bond at 9:40 because the defendant was not present. Any objection to the court recalling that order? State? And defense, I'm assuming you have no objection.
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, that will be recalled. Where are we on discovery?
We have everything, Your Honor. We're getting closer to an agreement. I suggest one more reset. Lead deadlines reset.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30 days reset for plea deadline date? All right, we'll be back on October 24th. Once you sign the reset form, you will be excused. Thank you.
Thank you.
ma'am.
All right, why were you late for court?
There's no, there was no excuse really. I mean, the excuse that I have is, it was a stupid excuse because I wore
No,
the wrong
what's your
shoe-
stupid excuse?
I wore the wrong shoes and I was walking really slow because I didn't want to fall. And I shouldn't have worn these shoes. I
Okay, so here's the thing. This is what you have to understand.
apologize.
This is what you have to understand. How old are you?
I know I'm 44, ma'am.
All right, you're 44. On September 24th, there was a bond forfeiture issued for you because you were a no-show and you came strolling in at 9:40 a.m. And at that time, it was recalled. Your attorney came back and it was recalled and you're late again. Do not be late for this court again. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're late again, then guess what's going to end up happening? We're going to call it. Your attorney, he's not looking at going into custody. It will be you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, counsel, where are we on these cases with discovery?
No problem. We're finished with discovery, Your Honor.
Okay. State, were you able to tender an offer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. Last time.
My
Okay.
mistake, Your Honor.
All right. So, we were here and I do see that the offer was tendered and we were coming back today for a plea deadline date.
I believe it's correct, Your Honor.
All right. So are you asking for a jury trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a jury trial date. It's a drug case. It should be fairly short. How much time do you think?
2 days, maybe.
2 days, maybe. All right, your jury trial is November 12th. If you are not on time, a warrant will be issued. Do you understand? Unless there's good cause.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're finding this story captivating, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more gripping true crime content. Your support means a lot. Thank you.
All right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. So when I call your name, you need to stand and let me know you're here. If you don't answer or stand, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. Samantha Venegas. Oh, look like we're going to have a busy day.
First row, ma'am.
All right, Samantha Venegas.
Here. May I address the court?
Yes.
Ms. Venegas would like to hire her own attorney.
All right. Then you'll need to be back here this afternoon.
Well, I didn't mean like hire one right now, ma'am. I feel even if I get another court appointed attorney, I feel he I don't feel like he just wants me off his case. So that's how I feel. And he hasn't done nothing for me.
Well, let me
to
just
help
tell
me.
you, let me stop you right there.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this cases, it's sort of like in sports. We shouldn't be dealing with feelings. We're just dealing with facts.
Yes, ma'am.
These are the facts. And I'm speaking to you from a person who's been a defense attorney and a person who's been a prosecutor. Sometimes we want our attorneys to be touchy-feely. We want them to sit down, walk us through everything, hold our hands. There are some attorneys who will do that. There are some attorneys who will be your secretary. They will get your calendar together for you, call you and say, remember, you have a court setting, please be here. Other attorneys, they don't do that. Now, what I can tell you, your attorney has no duty to call you and tell you there's a court setting unless they change your court setting. Otherwise, everybody knows when their setting is. With your cases in this court, I require that your attorney receive all discovery. He's received all discovery. Then I require that the state give an offer. State has tendered an offer. You can either accept it or reject it. Here's the thing. Your attorney can't force the state to give you something that you want. If you want your case to dismiss, your attorney can present information to the state the reason he thinks it can be dismissed. They still can say, yeah, we're not dismissing it. This is what we're offering. That's where we are. So we will have you back here at 1:30.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Miss Venegas, you were late for court. You were late for court today. Don't be late coming back. All right, Samantha Venegas. Hello. Okay. All right. You're going to come back here tomorrow and we're going to have a jury brought up. And whoever, if you decide to hire an attorney, you need to let them know they need to be prepared and ready to go to trial tomorrow. All right, Ms. Ferguson, if you'll give her a reset form for tomorrow, please. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Callahan. All right. I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, you need to answer and let me know you're here. Samantha Venegas. Samantha Desiree Venegas. And she's on bond, correct?
First row.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so Ms. Venegas, you can come forward, please. All right, it's the court's understanding that you wish to have a bench trial and you understand what all of that means?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. State, on this bench trial, how long do you think it would take?
In after 2 days. Well, it's a bench trial. Oh, we have 4 or 5 witnesses, Your Honor, and that's including the drug handler? Yes. Okay.
All right, so do you all want to confer with Ms. Ferguson when you all would like to do the bench trial?
Sure.
All right, so if y'all would confer on a date, so we won't do your case today since it's going to be a bench trial. Your attorney in the state will confer with the coordinator to see what's the date that works best for everybody involved, okay?
Thank you.
All right, and then Norma, if you could see if we could perhaps do this before the new year, if possible. Samantha Venegas. All right. All right, Deputy, could you make an announcement for Samantha Desiree Venegas? Thank you. And counsel, I do believe that the bondsman may have filed an affidavit to surrender surety. I'm unable to check because the system is down. We're going to go on the record. Court is calling 2024 CR 008052 and 2024 CR 008054, State versus Samantha Desiree Venegas. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris, Sadelman.
Defense?
Denny Callahan, not ready, not present.
All right, so this hearing was actually scheduled for an agreed bench trial today. Deputy, she hasn't made it back. The court is aware that I believe an affidavit to surrender surety was filed. Is that correct?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Okay. The court is unable to check due to the system odyssey being down. Deputy, did you make the announcement?
But he asked it outside, Judge.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, State, what are you requesting?
Grant the affidavit of surety to surrender issue the apprehension of the defendant.
All right. And again, the court believes an affidavit to surrender surety has been submitted, but our systems are down throughout the courthouse, so I'm unable to check.
And Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. If there is an affidavit of surety to surrender, then grant it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue a judge's warrant and remand her without bond.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He said Project Hail Mary. Yes.
Yeah, approach.
Yes.
We have the director.
Yes.
Vegas says she's in the process of hiring Charlie Bunk. Bunk is tied up in another matter. That's why he's not here today. So she would like him to represent her.
So that's.
All right. Miss, could I see the file on her, please, Venegas? All right, Miss Venegas, this case has been pending since September, so we're going forward with this trial. All right, we're proceeding. All right, thank you.
Callahan. Does that agreement include waiving the enhancement allegations?
Yes,
Shall I start drawing up the paperwork?
please.
Bashan, if you can let me know, they're going to enter a plea on this case. If you can let me know what is a good date for probation. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 008052, State versus Samantha Venegas. Could I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris, Sadelman for the state.
Denny Callahan, defense.
And are you Miss Venegas?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Judge, waiving count 1 and the habitual offender enhancement allegation.
Any objection?
No objection.
Did you understand in count 2? You're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1. Let me see here. less than 400 grams. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement, I'm sorry. Now it's 400 grams or more. So you're charged in count 2 with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 400 or more grams. Did you understand? Did you understand the range of punishment for the offense for which you are charged is anywhere from 10 years to 99 years or life in prison? Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 99 years or life in prison? And also the range of punishment is up to a $10,000 fine. And did you understand that the court could sentence you up to a $10,000 fine as well? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on count 2. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at a cap of 15 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. The state is opposed to your application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. They're taking into consideration 2024 CR 008054. Did you understand that to be your plea? Defense is at the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State is at the plea.
Yes, Judge.
Then to count 2 in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Be contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Judge.
No objection.
All right. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. And after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. So we will come back. We can go off the record. We will come back on May 13th. On May 13th, I'll make a decision on your application based upon whatever evidence is presented to me. So I'm going to order a PSI and a TAP evaluation. The TAP evaluation is really to see whether or not you have any controlled substance issues. All right. Do you have any questions about anything? All right. So I've given you a reset form because in case you release, you'll still know that you'll need to come here and it'll be at 9 a.m. Do you understand? All right. Thank you.
This case wasn't just about the crime. It was about choices, consequences, and how the legal system reacts when defendants don't take it seriously. In the end, Samantha Venegas avoided the worst possible sentence, but at a steep cost. Could things have gone differently if she had played her cards right? Let us know in the comments.
Thank you for joining us in uncovering the chilling details of this case. If this story has left you disturbed or reflective, please share your thoughts and reflections. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay with us as we continue to explore the stories that reveal the darkest sides of human behavior. Together, we keep these lessons alive, ensuring the voices of victims are never forgotten. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe or follow.